Hey everybody, welcome back. So we're going to be doing things a little different. These are games that I'm excited for that are coming out in 2026. I think this might be a series where each year I look at games that I'm excited for that are coming out. So there are two games that are not on this list for very specific reasons. One reason they both share. The other one is something very specific. Now, the two games I'm referring to on this is GTA 6 and Marvel's Wolverine. The first reason, this is the reason that both games share, which they're not on PC day one. Now, the other reason is regarding to GTA 6 because of the recent reports about from Jason Schreier from Bloomberg, where he's talked to Rockstar developers, where some of them are not very confident, like where it's not set in stone whether the game would actually come out this year. It does have a November 19th release date, but considering that the game has already been delayed twice, because originally it was going to be coming out last year, but it obviously got pushed back to this year. So we'll see what happens with it. Because apparently the game's not even content complete yet. There's still adding missions, and if that is the case, then it's not. It's a little shaky. Not gonna lie though, on GTA 6 when it's coming out this year or not. So again, if the games were gonna have a confirmed PC release day one, they would be on this list. To be honest with you, because I think both look really darn good, especially GTA 6 because that game looks stunning as hell. So whenever that game comes on PC, it's gonna be a showcase. So I'm curious to see where both land. And I think both games are gonna have decent PC ports. So I mean, like we'll see where they both land. So yeah. So that's why both games are on this. If they were confirmed to be PC day one, they would both be on this list. But there's a reason why they're specific reason why they're not. And I'm not buying a PlayStation just to play Wolverine. Like I'm not doing that. When I could just wait and get a better experience on my computer. That's all I'm saying. But with that out of the way, let's get into the games I actually confirmed for this year that I actually am excited for. Now, this one is an honorable mention. This one is called Mouse PI for Hire. It is a Doom-like first-person shooter set with a unique art style set in like the 1930s. Those classic cartoons like Mickey Mouse, which you can clearly tell by some of the designs of for some of the characters that you'll be seeing in this game. Which this looks really darn unique for a first-person shooter. It's obviously having that Doom-like gameplay, so which is clearly inspired by the Doom series as a whole, especially the modern Doom games that we've been getting. So I'm very curious about this one. So because I like the Doom games, and this one similar plays like pretty similar to it with their own twist on things. So I'm very curious where this one lands, and it's coming out pretty darn quickly, like less than 3 months. Coming out March 19th, so which shares a release date with another game that I'm very excited for. So I'll be definitely be keeping an eye out on this one. So yeah, March 19th for Mouse PI for Hire. So if you like first-person shooters, I would keep an eye out on this one. So that game is an honorable mention. Now the next game on this list is Pragmata. Now I've actually played this game because this is actually me playing the demo that Capcom released for it. It's a new IP by them, like where it's a third-person action adventure game is what they call it, with a hacking gimmick to it, which I played the game and I can tell you it plays pretty darn well, and it's optimized pretty well for PC as well. So if you have a gaming computer, you could download the demo right now. And based on what I played, it's pretty optimized. So it seems that with RE Engine specifically, it seems that with more linear style games like this and the Resident Evil series, the games are optimized really damn well. It seems like it has issues when they try to do open world, like with Dragon's Dogma 2 and Monster Hunter Wilds. So maybe open world, this engine is not good for open world. So, or Capcom would probably have to do more work on the engine specifically so that it can handle open world games pretty well. So, because clearly with their two recent entries where they were open world, it clearly is not working out very well. But yeah, Pragmata comes out in April. Because I liked the demo, I ended up pre-ordering the game, and I think this is a perfect example of why developers should do more demos. I think this is a perfect example because I mean I was interested in this game, but I was still a little unsure about it just based on how I played. But now that I played it, I'm definitely convinced that this game is going to be pretty good when it comes out in April. So I'm very excited for this one. Yeah, April 24th. So if you have a gaming computer, download the demo and check it out and see for yourself. I know the demo. They did say the demo is going to come to console eventually. So if you're interested in it, check out the demo and see if you like the game or not. But yeah, April 24th. Here you go. Now this next game is from a studio we all know. If you're an Xbox fan, this one is by the Coalition Gears of War E-Day. This one, now this is a prequel set during 14 years before the events of Gears of War 1. Where this is going to focus on the big event that is often referenced a lot in the series, E-Day, Emergence Day. So there's actually new details about the game today. New details on Gears of War E-Day. Prequel that aims to recapture the tone of the original trilogy. It explores the origins of friendship between Marcus, Phoenix, and Dom. Coalition's most ambitious game yet. Built from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5, the entire story is set in one city to deliver a more focused, intimate story. Klonoa was one of the first cities to fall in Emergency, and the game is going to document this. We think it has the potential to be one of the best stories in the Gears franchise. The Coalition did not confirm whether multi-plat release. It said it was cool to see players coming to go without Beers in Gears of War Reloaded, still targeting a 2026 release. I mean, whether they're going to confirm it or not, it's going to be on PlayStation eventually. If it's not day one, it sounds like it's going to be like a timed exclusive scenario, where it seems Microsoft is suggesting that some games will be day one on PlayStation and some won't, like Gears of War Reloaded was. And one of the other games on this list is a day one PlayStation release as well from Microsoft. You all could probably guess which game that is. But yeah, it seems that it's kind of hodgepodge with Microsoft. It seems like we just don't know for sure when other game is going to be day one on PlayStation or not. But it's a pretty given that the games are going to be on PlayStation, Sunday, basically. Like, they kind of been indicating that for a while. Like, some games are day and date. Like Gears of War Reloaded was. But I know that was like a remaster of a remaster. But, I mean, it was a new game for PlayStation players who've never played the series before. But this, though, this is obviously a new game, so I'm very curious to see whenever it does come out on PlayStation or not. I mean, I'm excited for it because I've been a Gears of War fan for a long time, so I'm excited for this one. And it's still confirmed for 2026. And regarding it being Unreal Engine 5, I mean, if there's a studio that knows how to get the most out of Unreal Engine, it's the Coalition. It's been pretty slam dunks with every single game they've made, like where the games run really damn well in Unreal Engine. So I'm very curious. So I'm very excited for this one. So that's a game I'm not nervous about when it comes to Unreal because it's a Coalition. They know their shit when it comes to the Unreal Engine. Like, they know their shit so much that they've had to help other studios. Like, they're gonna help Halo Studios. Like, we all know this. So yeah, the next game on this list, this one is called Control Resonant, where this game, I played the previous game in this series called Control. I played the Ultimate Edition of it because I bought it on Steam. I ended up finishing it, I think, in 2024. It's been a while since I played Control, but I mean, from what I remember of it, it's really darn good. So if you haven't played Control yet and you're excited for this, I think you should check out Control when you can, because that game is really darn good. If you like third-person action-adventure shooter games, I think that is one that you should absolutely check out. It runs great. It looks gorgeous still to this day. So yeah, this is definitely one I would highly recommend. This is definitely one to keep an eye out on because Remedy, they make good-looking games. Like, they perform really darn well too. So I'm very curious about this one. Apparently, in something different from in terms of genre, because while the first game was like a third-person shooter type of game, this one is like more of a hack and slash, which is like something you do not expect from Remedy at all. So they're definitely keeping people on their toes with this one. So I'm very curious to see how this one plays out. Not just from a gameplay perspective, from a story perspective too, because you're playing as the brother of the protagonist from the last game, which you're playing as Dylan, while the first game you played as Jesse. So different protagonists from this one, but set within the same universe. So I assume it's gonna be kind of like a direct sequel to it. I guess it depends on where the story ends up. So I guess we'll see how this one plays out. But yeah, I mean, it's confirmed for 2026, so I'm very curious to see where this one lands. Yep. So yeah, I mean, there is gameplay in the trailer too. That's how we know it's a hack and slash game, which I never thought I'd see that. I know I've been saying that multiple times in this video about this game, but I mean, I mean, come on, like hack and slash from Remedy. I don't think they've done that kind of game before. So like this game is gonna be good. I have a pretty good feeling about this one. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Control Resonant 2026, like bring it on. I'm excited for this one. Now, I mean, come on. The next game, this game one isn't that other game I mentioned that is coming out March 19th. This game is called Crimson Desert. I've been keeping an eye on this one, but over time, but this one is I'm really excited for now, especially. Like it seems like every single time we see in this game, like they showed like some new gameplay feature of it. Like what they talked about, like where you can own a house. There's even a crime system. Like the combat is not Souls like it's like inspired from like wrestling and like fighting games and all this. Well, it looks really darn cool, like really damn good, and it's not an Unreal Engine. The developer is Prolibis, who is more known for their Black Desert MMO, which I played the MMO. It's pretty decent. So I mean, but this is their first foray into an action adventure open world game because they're known for making giant worlds because of their MMO. Like they're used to this kind of thing. But this is their first foray, which is funny because this game was originally going to be another MMO, but they were saying like over time they just decided to turn it into a single player action adventure game. Now there's been an indication that apparently there's going to be multiplayer down the line, which makes sense, but at launch it's strictly a single player action adventure open world game. So I'm very curious to see where this one lands. And I know people were saying like this game isn't real, but I mean, because people have actually played it at like Gamescom and all, like over the past summer last year, where they've played it, and they're saying it's real, it's the real deal. Like this is definitely one to keep an eye out on. So this ain't no smoke and mirrors. Like there's just so many features. Like every time they've shown off this game, like just some new feature. Like they even talked about making a whole new engine for what they want to do with this game, because they talked about having like these giant, massive draw distance. They have these sky islands. Like there's so many mounts too. Like you can mount a dragon, some kind of robot. So there's some kind of steampunk setting going on here. You can mount a dinosaur. Not dinosaur. You can mount like a raptor. There's just so much here. There's just so many features in this game. It's insane. I know people are gonna say, because I've talked about this with the Soul Shogunate thing, where I basically said, not for word for word, but I'm kind of starting to get tired of open worlds. But this one's different. This one's special because there's just so much here. There's just so many new features here. Like it's insane. That's why I'm so excited for this. Like it seems like every time we see it, there's something new. I mean, just look at how ridiculous this game looks. Not just from a graphical standpoint, but from a gameplay standpoint specifically. The only questions I really have now is like the narrative, which apparently they said like the beginning of the game is like so important to the story. That's kind of why they haven't really talked about story all that much, which okay, makes sense. Take that what you will, but it's definitely more, I think, more so of a gameplay style game where they're more focused on making a game fun to play, which that's huge. Which I think that's pretty because that's the point of a video game. I mean, just look how insane this looks. Like it looks ridiculous. Again, like March 19th. Like I pre-ordered the game unloaded, so I'm very excited for this. Like I'm definitely very interested in this game. It looks pretty insane. If they could get this game performing very well, like this could be an early game of the year contender. Like I truly believe that. And by the way, the game has now gone gold, as they said today. We're thrilled to announce that Crimson Desert has gone gold. On behalf of the team at Pearl Abyss, thank you to our fans around the world for your support and reaching this milestone with us. Stay tuned for more news and see and playable on March 19th. So it is essentially confirmed. So, unless there's a kind of last minute delay like the whole Cyberpunk situation, but I think that's the exception, not the norm, when it comes to games going gold. And it's so close to release, too. Like, it's like it's like 2 months away, basically, at this point. So, I mean, yeah, I'm very excited for that one. It looks really damn amazing. So, I can't wait to get my hands on this one. Now, finally, the final game on this, you all know, but just based on the name of this channel, you all know that this game was going to be on this freaking list. And this is Halo Campaign Evolved. I know, like, when there was first reports about this thing, I was kind of not really too enthralled by it because, again, it's another re-release of Halo Combat Evolved, I know I've talked about my qualms with the game in a video, like back when the game was first announced back in October. I've talked about it, like the whole multiplayer thing and all that. I've talked about that to death, okay? But there's still some good ass shit here, okay? Performance aside, questions I have aside, I mean, it looks really darn good. I think it looks really darn good. Like the cutscenes, I will not, bash because these cutscenes look pretty incredible, like really damn amazing. So, whoever came up with the cinematic director for this one, give him a freaking raise because the cutscenes in this remake look pretty damn amazing. Like they seem to be on par with the blur cutscenes from like Halo Wars and Halo 2 Anniversary, but it's all an engine, like no smoke and mirrors. So the cutscenes look pretty damn amazing with this one. So I mean, yeah, like I'm pretty confident it's gonna come out this year no matter what. Like I definitely think that. So whenever they could get it before GTA 6, who knows? Because if GTA 6 actually comes out this year, anything that comes out around it, it's gonna get overshadowed for sure. Like no matter what kind of game it is. So I mean, yeah, I think this game is basically a slam dunk for this year. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's clearly the main reason why they want to do it is actually two. One, to get Halo studios familiar with Unreal Engine, even though it's using the Blam Engine as a foundation for the gameplay aspects of it, because it's using like the Reach version. And two, they obviously it goes back to the Unreal Engine thing, with the visual makeup, kind of like how Oblivion did, pretty much. And two, it's the 25th anniversary. They clearly have big plans for Halo by making a remake of the first game that started this whole freaking series in the first place. And another reason I'm excited for it, just by the new visual makeup and the new cutscenes, and the potential, now that they have the old storyboards too, is those three new missions. Like where they're gonna have like new enemies, new environments too. So I mean, with the relationship between Chief and Johnson, I'm all for it. I mean, there's some good stuff here. I think, not gonna lie, there's some good stuff here, despite my issues with it, based on what we've seen of the game so far. I've got my issues with it, like multiplayer thing. I've beaten that to death. Okay, but I mean, outside of that, I mean, I'm pretty excited about this. I can't lie, it looks really darn good, despite my issues with it. I think it'll be a decent first experience for PlayStation players if they can nail the launch and everything. I mean, this might be really good, but hey, I guess time will tell when it comes out, assuming probably by November, probably, if I had to guess. But we'll see, though. And those are the games that I'm personally excited for in 2026 that are confirmed. There's a reason why I didn't put stuff in here like Squadron 42 because I'm not convinced that game is coming out this year. I'm not too convinced it is. Simply because that game has been in development for so freaking long. That's kind of why I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it. So when I talked about the fact that it is reconfirmed for this year, like I basically said in the video, I'll believe it when I see it. So really, yeah, that's all the games I'm pretty excited for that are coming out this year. If there's any games that are announced for this year that you did not see in this video, well, other games you guys excited for, let me know in the comment section below. And I think I'm gonna make this a series each year, like where there'll be confirmed games for each year, where that I'm personally excited for. I think this might be something really different for this. I want to make a series like this for the channel. I really do. But hey, that's all I got to say on this one. So again, like the video and consider hitting that subscribe button so you do not miss any more videos. And I'll see you on the next one. Till then, have a good one.